Sarah came to us in June of 2013. She had been here a few months prior in the Praise Home, and when she came, she was she just had a lot of things that she was working on. She was lacking in self-confidence. She would have her hair, down covering her eyes and wouldn't make eye contact. Even the simplest things that, that seemingly every teenager could do, she wasn't able to really do chores, things like that. And she just had a lot of self-confidence issues. And over her time here, over the next year, we worked with her about, confronting those issues head on, talking with her mom and her sisters about things that had bothered her in the past, and really confronting those issues. And we just saw such a tremendous turnaround. She started to blossom. She started to put her hair back where you could see her. She started to make eye contact with you and just really be able to express how she felt in a healthy way. And so we're just honored to be a part of that and see that turnaround.
And so Sarah experienced some success. She won some awards at the end of her school year that year, and went into the summer. And then, so talk a little bit about that. And then, as she was coming back in the fall, some of the challenges that she faced.
Yeah. So the first semester that she was at the Eagle Ranch School, she had something like 350 infractions, which is their demerit system. In the second semester, she had none. She really turned it around. She went from having poor grades to getting the teacher's help, making almost all A's. I think she had a couple of B's in there. She won all the awards for most improved infractions, and she won the second mile award for those students who just go above and beyond. And she was doing really well. She transitioned into Flowery Branch High School the following year. And in the fall, she started having headaches and issues with blurry vision, and her mom took her to the doctor, to get it checked out. And there were so many different misdiagnoses. It was somebody said she just needed to go to the chiropractor. Her spine was out of line, and other doctors would say we've done CAT scans and MRIs and we can't see anything, we can't find anything. But her vision just kept getting more blurry. Her headaches persisted, and for a while we thought, well, maybe she's just doing this for attention, maybe she's exaggerating, and as time went on, we really started to feel like something was wrong. She went home for a weekend with her mom and woke up one morning and all of her sight was gone, and as you can imagine, that's pretty scary. So her mom took her in to the emergency room, and they found a tumor on her pituitary gland that had been causing so much pressure on the optic nerve that her vision was gone in one eye permanently. They were able to do some repair in the other eye, and she has some vision in that eye, but she has to wear glasses, non-prescription lenses, just to make the eye not strain. Doctors are still not exactly sure what's going on with the tumor. They don't know whether it's, I guess, cancerous or malignant. They don't know what it is. They don't know if they're going to operate, and so they're just really in a holding pattern. I think God is teaching them to depend on Him, and I don't know why. It's having to be this way, but my prayer and my hope for them is that they can feel His love and presence through the situation.
And so you wrote this song with Sarah in mind, and kind of tell us a little bit about the song and kind of some of the words and what they meant to you and what they meant for you in the context of Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was funny. I was home alone one night. My wife had taken our kids, and that doesn't happen often where I get a night alone. And so I thought, I'm just gonna go for a jog, and I'm going to watch TV and eat pizza and not do anything, just have a complete veg night. And it was the day that I had learned about Sarah having lost her vision. And it just kept replaying through my mind, you know. And so I was just praying for her, and I said, I'm going to go for this jog and, you know, try to clear my head. And so I went on the jog, and, you know, I was just praying, and the words kept coming to me that, Lord, you've come to give sight to the blind, you know. It says that in Scripture. And why is it going this way? Why can't she see? She's 16 years old. Why is this happening to her? Her family has been to Eagle Ranch. They've already been through so much. They've experienced such loss in their life. Why does it have to be this way? And I didn't really get an answer as to why, but I just heard the Lord say, just trust me. And it was as much for me as I think it was He wants them to trust Him. I think it was me, because I wanted to somehow fix it. I wanted to make it okay. I thought I should have known that something like this was going on. I should have been able to have some sort of preemptive strike to make it all better, all okay. And it was that loss of control, as if I ever had any, or that feeling of being powerless, that I really felt the Lord say, I just want you and them to trust me. And so I just came home and I grabbed my guitar and I wrote the first line, Lord, you've come to give sight to the blind, so open my eyes so I can see you. And then the rest of the song just kind of came in about 10 minutes. You know, talks about being scared. Even though I'm scared, I know you're there, so wrap me in your love, you know, because all that I am belongs to you alone. And I know that I'm yours and you're mine. So take my broken dreams and what's left of me. That what's left of me, I thought, if I had lost my eyesight, I would feel so broken, you know. So just take what's left of me and hold me in your arms. I give it all to you. So that's my prayer for myself, but also for Sarah and her situation.
I guess my final question, and first of all, let me just thank you for being so open and, you know, real with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the midst of all of this tragedy, I mean, her family's held up better, I think, than anyone's expected, that they found hope in that, in the midst of things, that Sarah really revealed some strength that I'm not sure anybody knew that she really had. I think that'd be neat to kind of hear about.
Yeah. Yeah, they have persevered, I think, would just be the best way to put it. You know, when they came to the ranch, they were looking for something, trying to figure out who they were, how to communicate, looking for hope. And they are believers, and they, you know the Lord. But Sarah has overcome so much. You know, doctor said that she would never be able to ride a bike. She has some kinesthetic issues, and she has made great strides in that. She learned to ride a bike while she was here at the ranch. You know, so in the face of saying that, of people telling her that she can't or she won't be able to, she's found somehow, some way to just overcome that and say, I can do anything that I put my mind to. And with this, I think it's the same. You know, if I put myself in that situation, I would most likely feel so defeated. And so I think it is her relationship with the Lord that's caused her to be able to say, no, I can get through this too. You know, most of my eyesight is gone, and yeah, it's a bummer, but I can still do things. I can still be independent. And that's what their family is working on. And the strength that they found to be able to communicate with each other, I think, has proved invaluable in this situation. Because if you're not able to be open in a situation like this, I think things can kind of implode. And so I've been really proud of the way that they've handled everything.